Podcast Network Asia.
Hey guys, welcome back to Small Talk, small conversations with huge impact. Now exclusively on Spotify, powered by Anchor. Na nakita ko kanina, which is now Spotify for podcasters, but totally a different topic for that. But again, thank you so much for being here. For the people who are seeing or listening to this for the first time, welcome to the show. I hope that you enjoyed this episode. I know that you will do. And if you do, go ahead and check out the other amazing episodes that we have here on the show. And if you are an avid listener of the podcast, then welcome back. I am so grateful. I am so happy that you're still here. You're still invested in personal development. You're still invested in learning more so that you could expand yourself to make better decisions for yourself and for the people around you. And so for this episode, again, I'm just using this podcast as an excuse to really reach out sa mga idolo ko, sa mga taong tinitingala ko, and sa mga taong alam ko na sobrang daming pwede kong matutunan. So again, in this episode, I have a very special guest. You know him. It's one of the most viewed, listened episode here on the podcast. I am with none other than the amazing, the one and only MJ Lopez.
Yeah. Yes, thank you for inviting me again. Super excited, alam mo naman yung history, bro. Nag-create ako ng content, gawa mo, di ba? From TikTok pa to seeing you doing your podcast. Now I'm here. I'm just super happy and grateful for this opportunity.
Yeah, parang naisip ko nga, grabe din yung parang the past 2-3 years of what transpired na nagsimula din ako mag-create ng content, tas parang sinabayan mo. Now you're blowing up.
Yeah.
Like, you're everywhere. Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. I can now see that you're reaching around 3 million followers, right? So how does that feel? Anong pakiramdam ganun na in-expect mo ba? Or parang pinlano mo ba lahat to na okay, 3 million na abutin ko yan?
Hindi bro, hindi. Actually, nung time na pinaplano ko siya at gusto ko siya, I'm not reaching a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
But by that time na nag-focus ako sa, okay, how can I really help? How can I focus on one person at a time? How can I focus on creating tools, sharing them effective tools na nagawa ko na, sharing them stories na alam kong makakatulong sa kanila. And ang focus ko na is individual eh. Kumbaga nag-start to bro, not on the level na ang dami nagko-comment. Parang ang sarap niya eh. Ang dami nagko-comment, ang dami nagte-thank you, ang dami nagme-message. Pero nag-start akong ma-inlove sa content creation when may pa-isa-isa akong namimit na tao. And then they will express their gratitude in your face. In person, may umiiyak pa, may mga sobrang grabe yung nagbago yung buhay. And from there, I realize it's not about the views. It's not about just, maraming mag-follow. It's about helping one person at a time.
Yeah.
And the moment that I started doing that, lalong pumutok, bro. Lalong pumutok. So it's like, ngayon wala na kaming focus sa dami.
Uh-huh.
Ang focus na lang namin is, okay, anong i-create natin ngayon na makakatulong ngayon?
Yeah.
That's it. Ang focus na is the audience.
Yeah, and I love it. And ang galing lang nung the fact na mas lumaki ka and mas sumabog ang content creation for you nung hindi ka nag-focus sa gusto mong maging big sa content creation when you're just focused on creating valuable content. And you're creating a valuable content now because I'm seeing in your YouTube and the podcast that you've been creating, finally, hindi na po ako nag-iisa sa personal development at self-improvement area in the Philippines. And you have an amazing podcast called Principles. So what is Principles about?
Well, Principles by MJ Lopez is focused on my own personal principles. Kumbaga, if before I was creating vlogs, it's personal kasi pinapakita ko sa kanila yung how we deliver the products, how we share the business. Like, candid, yung totoo. Kung konti yung audience, papakita namin yun. Kung maraming audience, papakita namin yun. Kung nag-flop yung event, ipapakita yun eh. Bro, kung nag-deliver kami ng products, biglang hindi nagbayad, na-reject kami. Lahat yun pinapakita. But in Principles, we are focused on what's effective on my side. Kumbaga, ang sinishare ko doon, hindi yung nabasa ko sa book, narinig ko sa ibang mentor. No, ang sinishare ko doon, ano yung personal habits ko. Mm-hmm. So when I share my top 10 habits, it's my own habits. So that the listeners will understand na lahat ng pinag-uusapan doon, ginawa ko na, in-apply ko na. Kumbaga, sa podcast ko, I talked about my own personal experiences. And then the tools that I'm using, kinakabit ko yung personal experience ko dun sa tools at yun yung sinishare ko. That's why for me, it's really powerful and it's really personal. Kumbaga, parang they see it as principles, they see it as tool, but for me, I see it as something personal that I'm sharing with you a bit of me. A part of me na okay, for 15 years, ito yung mga effective. For 15 years, ito yung natutunan ko. For this year, ito yung natutunan ko. Ito yung tinuturo ko sa mga tao ko na sure akong effective sa kanila. Yun yung principles.
Ang ganda. I'm sure excited din. For sure, if you like the podcast or Small Talk, definitely you will love principles. So go ahead, check that out. But one thing na I'm really curious about the thing that you said, like 15 years, no? Tapos tinatry mo ngayong i-share sa podcast mo. What do you think is the number one principle that kept you going through the 15 years?
Integrity, bro. Integrity. It's integrity for me means na pag sinabi mo, gagawin mo. It's important sa self-image mo, sa sarili mo. It's important sa self-worth mo. It's important sa confidence mo sa sarili mo. It's also important sa client. It's important sa viewers. It's important sa relationship. So, ang akin kasi, kaya siguro umabot sa point na to, na ang pinaka-mataas, pinaka-valuable sa akin is tutupad ako sa usapan. Na pag sinabi kong dadating ako, kahit malate ako, dadating ako. Pag sinabi kong gagawin ko, kahit malate ako, kahit merong failures, kahit may distraction at some point, kahit paano parang alanganin na, itutuloy ko pa rin kasi sinabi ko gagawin ko yun. And integrity for me means that I'm gonna win the day. Kumbaga, pag sinabi kong okay, ipapanalo ko yung taon, I'm trying to reverse engineer that. If I'm gonna win this year, I'm gonna win the month. Kung ipapanalo ko yung buwan, kailangan linggo-linggo panalo ako. So everyday kailangan panalo ako. So for me, it's the attitude where hindi ako matutulog na talunan. Whatever it takes, bro. A lot of people are telling me, masyado kang hard sa sarili mo, MJ. Masyado kang, grabe ka naman. Kaya lang it works for me eh.
Yeah.
It's working for me. Na mas masarap matulog, mas masarap magpahinga kung natapos mo yung dapat mong gawin.
Ang ganda. And I totally agree on that na, I think success is just basically that, no? Making sure that you do the thing that you said that you would do. No? Sabi mo, gusto mo ng ganito, di gawa mo ng paraan. Pag nagawa mo ng paraan, successful ka. Like, it's a short way of being successful. But also, you mentioned na it helps with your self-esteem. Parang nakakadagdag siya sa confidence mo. Can you expound on that?
For me, confidence is not just results. For me, confidence is not money. Because I've seen people na maraming pera pero halatang halata eh. Halata that they have insecurities, that they are longing for attention. I've seen people who are really, really famous in social media but still taking action towards getting the attention. Diba? So, for me, confidence is not the results, it's not the surface. For me, manggagaling yung confidence mo sa yung maliliit na bagay na alam mong kaya mong gawin, alam mong pwede mong gawin, at alam mong dapat mong gawin, ginawa mo. Because most of the time, we feel bad about ourselves if we don't do the things na alam mo namang pwede. Think about it. Ang daming nagsasabi na, parang ganito eh, I have this live session before. Tinanong ko yung audience, sabi ko sa kanila, guys, ano sa tingin niyo yung dahilan? Bakit hindi kayo successful? Bakit hindi nyo nakukuha yung goals nyo ngayong taon? Bakit hindi nyo nakukuha yung mga pangarap nyo at hindi maganda yung resulta nyo? Ang dami, bro. Sunod-sunod, procrastination. Minsan nga pati ibang tao eh. Nanay ko, kuya ko, ganito, pinsan ko. Ang dami. Alright? So, ito yung akin. Alam natin kung bakit tayo nag-fail. Alam natin kung bakit hindi natin nakukuha yung goals natin. Pero bakit ginagawa pa rin natin yung sinasabi nating dahilan? When you say procrastination yung dahilan, then why do you still procrastinate? Diba? When you say tropa mo yung
So,
dahilan.
hindi yun yung dahilan.
Diba? Yeah, exactly. So, ang dahilan, ikaw talaga. So, basically, yung alam mong dapat, hindi mo talaga ina-apply. And that's the main reason then, bro, bakit binabalikan ko yung 15 years of experience ko. Because a lot of people in social media nowadays are teaching about strategies. Like ideas, like big concepts, paano yayaman. Kaya lang kahit bigyan mo ng strategy yan, kung hindi kayang i-apply yan, kung walang commitment yan, kung walang consistency yan, baliwala din. Sayang lang din. Parang ikaw bro, kahit ituro mo sa kanila, yung galing mo sa English, yung galing mo sa pakikipag-usap, the right questions to ask, kung hindi sila magiging consistent sa podcast, wala rin mangyayari bro eh.
Yeah.
So for me, it's I wanna dive in to the principles na kailangan mo to sustain the strategies, the success that you will have in the future. Because I firmly believe if you will work hard, na kung may vision ka, tas nararamdaman mong deserve mo at inaksyonan mo, makukuha mo eh. The bigger problem is, how will you sustain the success? And how will you handle it? Because again, lagi ko sinasabi, success is not measured by miles, diba? It is measured by inch. But also, success is something that you attract. Success is looking for a place to stay. Diba? Parang si success, mararamdaman mo yan, dadating yan eh. Kaya lang, hindi siya magstay sa'yo kung hindi ka ready. Kung hindi ka buo. Kung wala kang tamang prinsipyo, wala kang pundasyon. So I wanna create foundation, especially to the young generations, that are extremely aggressive. Diba?
Yeah.
Younger generations kasi, iba laban nila. They know social media very well. They know strategies. They know how to post. Ang babata pa, ang gagaling na mag-layout. Samantalang dati, ang mahal ng bayad sa tarpaulin, bro. Ngayon, isang ganun nila, oh. Kaya na lang gumawa ng ilang layout, 15 in one day, na lahat ang gaganda. So, iba na yung labanan ngayon, pagdating sa creative, sa strategies, pagdating sa getting it out there. Pero ang akin, we wanna put principles because, again, maraming gray areas ngayon, bro, na nangyayari. Marami akong napapansin sa marketplace, sa mga kabataan na main reason why nagkakamali pa rin yung mga bata at yung mga tao.
Yeah. And I love the fact na you're diving in sa, the how-tos are there. The ways to be successful, andyan yan sa social media, no? And grabe nga naman ng Gen Z ngayon, talagang lahat alam na nila. But it really, what for me separates the people who actually do it, who sustains it, are the principles na meron sila kasi the principles define who they actually are.
Yeah.
Right? So I want to ask you a question. Pagdating sa mga prinsipyo, what's one principle that you thought was good pero hindi pala? Meron bang prinsipyo na ginawa mo siya noon and maybe you followed it, tas biglang, okay, hindi pala ito magandang prinsipyo. Kasi maybe there's bad principles. There's also, kasi just like with mindset, habits, like there's good and bad. Are there any bad principles that you experience? You kind of
Well, merong isa ako naiisip na maganda siya. Pero if hindi na-explain ng tama,
okay. Ayan.
At pag hindi naintindihan ng tao kung ano ibig sabihin, hindi siya nagiging maganda. Yung idea before nung nag-start ako mag-business na work smart, yung freedom, yung pag ikaw, kailangan mo lang maghirap ng konti. Like, sagad mo ng 2 years, sagad mo ng 3 years, after that, masaya na. After that, rainbows and sunshines and butterflies na. After that, financial freedom na. Like, it's wrong in so many ways. Kasi, before, lalo ngayon people tend to over-dramatize and over-fantasize working smart. Like, there will be ads on social media, like, work smart, naka-laptop na sa beach. It's like, why the fuck would I bring a laptop sa beach? Diba? It's like, gusto kong, pag nasa beach ako, mag-e-enjoy ako. That's not working smart. That's working sa lugar na hindi ka dapat nag-work.
Yeah.
Diba? A lot of people are jumping and buying the bullshit na pwede silang kumita ng madalian. Yun yung naging problema before kasi kaya nauso yung sobrang hype. Kasi nga, ang daming nagpapakita ng pera lang, resulta lang. They show the lifestyle. Pero in reality, lahat naman niya may pinagdaan ng hirap eh.
Yeah.
Kaya nga, work smart, may work pa rin eh. May work pa rin. Ang mali doon sa prinsipyo na, yes, you will work smart. Yes, you have to. Pero initially, you have to work really hard.
Yeah.
And anything that you do, bro, in anything. Like, right now, this is smart. This is smart. You know, we have people here. We appreciate them. They are supporting us, di ba? Inaayos na lang yung microphone, inaayos na lang yung headset natin. May gumanon pa sa atin para lang sa video, di ba? Hindi tayo yung mano-manong gumagawa. Pero there's still work.
Yeah.
Kasi para makapagsalita tayo ng ganito, para makabuo tayo ng ganito, bro, ang daming experiences na pinagdaanan.
Yeah.
For example, building a team, bro. Alam mo to, building a team. There's leverage pag na-build mo na. Pero habang binibuild mo pa lang, in reality, bro, mas mahirap.
Actually, before kayo mag-start, yun ang tanong ko. Sabi ko, bro, nag-start ako mag-build ng team. Napakahirap. Paano mo siya ginagawa? But yeah, and people don't see it. They see the photos na,
ang dami nyo, di ba?
Okay na.
Dami. Mga nakasuot sila. Ang gaganda ng suot nila. Hindi nila alam. Stress na stress ka doon sa katabi mo.
Yeah. And so, ang ganda lang nung shinare mo na, yeah, people post their lifestyle. And I totally agree because I have some friends and you can say subtly, we know na this is not the work that this is part of the work. No, you can work at the beach if you want. But that's not 24/7 eh.
Yeah.
Most of the time you're prospecting, you're following up on clients, you're practicing.
Nasa traffic.
Nakikinig ng podcast. Like those things, those are the work. Pero it's not, just the andun ka sa beach and sitting pretty ganyan. There's a lot of work behind it. And so the principle of work smart. And that's the scary thing. I really agree on that na people want now passive income. And I really don't believe that there's a true and
100%
passive income.
Exactly.
Kasi
Yeah.
you need to build the systems to make it work.
Yeah.
Right?
Maniningil ka pa rin eh. May
Yeah.
work pa rin yun eh.
Yeah. So, when it comes to that, no, na work smart. So, what's the reality around it? So, okay,
bro,
kung hindi yun
ang
talaga.
nakakatakot dito. So, work smart. They also think that when you have a lot of money, you can work smart.
Okay.
Akala nila lahat ng tao kaya mong bayaran. Na, okay, gawa ng website. Okay, i-automate natin. Okay, magbayad tayo ng taga-email. O kaya, kuha tayo ng app na mag-i-email. Parang, for you to build a huge business, very important, bro, yung relationship, human interaction, so they feel love. Kasi kung walang emotion, yung nabibuild mong culture is emotionless. Yung nabibuild mong community is like all parang AI, all parang automated. Paano yun? Hindi siya mag-grow. Because ang essence ng growth ng isang organization is the growth of every single individual in the organization. Because hindi mag-grow ang isang organization kung hindi nag-grow yung mga tao sa loob. At hindi mag-grow yung mga tao sa loob kung hindi mag-grow yung leader. That's why the leader itself, you have to sacrifice a lot because you have to grow. And growing as a person is a lot of work. A lot of work, bro. Like, I just enjoy the work. I just love it. I just love the glory in yung huli. Parang ang idea ko kasi, bro, ito yung sugal ko eh. I like gambling eh. Pero gambling in people. Alam mo yung, dive in na ako dito kasi tanong mo to kanina. I like this topic. Sumusugal ako sa tao. And most of the time natatalo ako. Most of the time. Pero may tao kang makikita na since you are more aware as a leader, I'm not saying mas magaling tayo, but we just have more experience.
Yeah.
And we see, meron tayong mas narating. So kung yung view natin, sila hindi na nila nakikita yung potential future nila, tayo nandito, nakikita natin yung pwede nilang marating. Because alam natin kung paano tayo nag-start. At alam natin na tayo as leader, tayo yung mag-guide sa kanila eh. Mamahalin natin sila eh. So we know na alam natin yung kailangan natin na nagsisimula tayo and we are ready to give that to the person. So you know the potential. At ang sugal ko, meron kasing mamimit ka na walang tiwala sa sarili. Common yan eh. Self-doubt, sinasabotahin niya sarili niyang success. Pero okay naman siya eh. Susugal ka ng time. Susugal ka ng pagmamahal. Susugal ka ng pera. And ang thinking ko, time will come. Sasampa ka ng stage. And you will tell me, tama ako. And you will say, Sir MJ, yung sinabi mo, nangyayari na. Yun yung sacrifice for how many years. Gusto ko lang marinig yun, bro. Yun, alam mo yun lang. Yun yung pinanggigigilan ko. So, for me, it's not the working smart thing na leverage ka. Yes, may leverage. But there's a lot of work to build that leverage, bro.
Yeah. And so, I love that we deep dive on really doing, the principles behind, businesses as well. Na it's really about relationships. Na you can try to automate all you want. Bayaran, sige, go, no? Na kayang-kaya naman eh. Pwede. Pero it's still building the relationship that really sets you apart from, and having a sustainable business as well. And so, I guess I really want to learn more about your principles in life, starting with, because you kind of touch on your principles in leadership, right? I want to specifically know what's your principles in relationships. Like, ano yung prinsipyo na pinanghahawakan mo to make sure that you have a win-win relationship?
Respect. Respect talaga, bro. Well, actually mahalaga yung love eh. Pero talaga respect. Like, for example, relationship. Yung ibang babae, like jowa, asawa, magtataka sila bakit yung partner ko, yung asawa ko, bakit laging nasa labas? Bakit laging nasa work? Bakit laging nandun sa ginagawa niya? Tas ang saya-saya pa niya, oh. Kitang-kita sa My Day, enjoy na enjoy siya doon. Kitang-kita sa My Day niya, ang saya niya nagsasalita sa harap ng stage. It's because the man feels respected in that space. Kaya siya nagstay doon, kaya siya laging nandun, kaya siya masaya doon, kasi nararamdaman niya yung respect. So a man will stay pag nire-respeto mo siya. Pag nire-respeto mo yung presence niya, pag nire-respeto mo yung ginagawa niya, especially yung effort niya. Alright? Ganon din sa business. There's a lot of magkakaiba kasi siyempre may kanya-kanyang moving pieces eh. Maraming moving pieces and you have to respect that this person, paano siya lumaki. That this person, may certain belief siya. That this person, ino-honor niya yung tulog. That this person, magkakaiba talaga. So you have to respect the people around you. So, kasi respect begets respect eh. So they will respect you back. So yung number one ko respect. And then relationship. Mahalaga muna yung respeto. Kasi minsan, pag masyado tayong naging emotional sa mga tao natin, which is tama naman, kaya lang pag sobra na, masyado nang nagiging toxic din siya. In a sense, nagiging kampante sila. In a sense, pag sobrang bigay ng value, hindi na nila na-appreciate. Because hindi na i-communicate sa kanila na ito yung value niyan. So, lagi pa rin nauuna yung respect that they have to know na okay, guys ito yung nangyari. Hindi ka basta bigay. Guys, ibibigay ko to kasi ganito. Guys, ito yung ginagawa ko kasi ganito. It has to be communicated to them. Yung pa yung isa, communication. Dami bro eh. Respect, integrity, relationship, communication, lahat tumutupad sa usapan. Pero isa sa pinakamahalaga sa akin bro, when it comes to relationships, like jowa, partnership, business partnership, leadership, yung meron kayong isang vision. Kasi pwedeng magkakaiba kayo ng ugali. Pwedeng magkakaiba kayo ng trip.
Yeah.
Na iba yung trip niyang suotin, iba yung trip niyang sapatos. Pero kung iisa kayo ng nakikitang future, iisa kayo ng nakikitang pupuntahan, kahit magkakaiba suot niyo, makakarating kayo.
Yeah.
Diba? Kahit magkakaiba yung ugali niyan, makakarating. Because at some point, kahit magkakaiba ng ugali, yung isa mahiyain, yung isa sobrang kulit, at some point, kung iisa kayo ng pupuntahan at iisa ng prinsipyo, iisa ng core values, na lahat kayo may respeto sa isa't isa, mahal nyo isa't isa, lahat kayo nakafocus sa goal, sa output, creating the best output possible for the team, magiging successful.
It's a brand new year and we're excited to be back recording in person in the brand new and state-of-the-art Podcast Network Asia studios. If you are a podcaster that needs a place to record and be assisted by the best podcast producers, you can book your studio time at studios.podcastnetwork.asia to get the best podcast experience like us. Soon, we will also be live streaming and recording our episodes with a live audience so you can interact with us and our guests as we record live. Slots are limited. To get access now at pnalive.com. And we'll see you in our next recording session. Having a vision on where you want to be, it kind of makes adjusting the lifestyle, adjusting different personalities much easier. Parang ang dali na lang makipagsalamuha kung parehas kayo ng gustong ma-achieve. Like whatever relationship that you're trying to build. Like for example, a jowa man or diba? Or business partner man. It's the same thing. Like we don't need to be the same in everything. But if you have a good vision, a clear vision, kayang-kaya nating puntahan yan. Ang ganda. And now I want to know about, because since we're diving in principles, syempre pipigayin kita ng pipigayin. What's your principle on time? On an overall arcing scheme na time here in on Earth, our timeline, maybe what's your principle in speed, I could say. So, ano ang parang pinanghawakan mong prinsipyo pagdating sa ganun?
Okay. Actually, isa sa napansin ko sa experience ko, the more na nagmamadali ako, the more na hindi maganda yung nagiging result. If may kasabihan no? Slow is smooth and smooth is fast.
Wow.
So, nangyari na sa akin to before. If you wanna be like super successful na mabilisan, tandaan mo na kapag ang vehicle mo hindi sobrang ganda at ikaw hindi ka pa sanay mag-drive ng mabilis, pag sobrang bilis ng takbo mo, the wheels might go off. At mas matindi yung tragic na pwedeng mangyari kung matatanggalan ka ng gulong habang sobrang bilis ng takbo mo. Pero kung little by little, from an Altis to an SUV, to a Stang, to a luxury car, inunti-unti mo, matututunan mong i-drive yung mga vehicle na yun. Ibig sabihin, okay, you have to have integrity sa time. Pag kaya mong tapusin mo, don't get me wrong. Pag kaya mong tapusin ng mabilis, tapusin mo ng mabilis. Pero may mga bagay na hindi dapat minamadali. So, meron akong hierarchy na ginagawa. Meron akong something in my mind na alam ko pag long term siya. Alam ko pag short term siya. Alam ko pag kailangan siyang madaliin. So it's for me, leadership, it's more on just deciding ano yung dapat unahin. So kumbaga bro, example ko lang. Magbigay ako ng parang may specifics tayo.
Sige.
Building media team, for example. So ang daming aspects niyan eh. Una, you have the gears. You have the specific expenses na hindi pwedeng mawala. Like the internet na mabilis, pagkain nila, di ba? Ako, patira ko pa yung mga yan. So pwede sila dumatulog kung gusto nila. Tapos, incentive programs and stuff like that. Pasweldo, yan. Fixed yan. And then, something that will build the relationship of the team. Kasi, again, habang nag-grow, nag-expand, hindi lang kayo basta dumadami. Dapat habang dumadami kayo, lumalalim yung relationship mo, especially yung inner circle.
Mm-hmm.
So, there will be an inner circle, there will be an outer circle. So, there are gears na alam kong mahalaga. Pero bro, million yan eh.
Mm-hmm.
Million yan eh. So, ang ginagawa ko doon, I communicate ano yung pinakaunang non-negotiable na kailangan natin ngayon. So, magsaset muna ng objective. Ano ba objective natin? Gusto ba natin sumikat lang? Gusto ba natin ganito lang? O gusto natin ng quality output, the best possible output for the viewers? So lahat kami, yun ang vision, best possible output para sa viewers. Sir, para sa viewers, ito yung kailangan natin. Now there's a context where, okay, park muna natin yung iba expenses, ito uunahin natin. Now, saan tayo magre-raise ng funds? Alam na namin yon. So naiintindihan ko na merong kailangang mabilisang bilhin. Naiintindihan ko na merong mga quick edit, yung mga reels, kayang-kaya namin matapos ng mabilis. Pero naiintindihan ko rin na yung pagbibuild ng relationship namin, yun yung matagal. Naiintindihan ko rin na yung pagbibuild namin ng mga buildings, yung mga new offices, yun yung hindi pwedeng madaliin. Naiintindihan ko rin na yung bigger scale for MJ Lopez, for our brand, matagal. Because again, bro, alam mo kung gaano kahirap sa industriya natin eh. Sa inspiration, motivation, bro. Yung walang clout Yung walang clout
Yeah.
Diba? Ang hirap, bro eh. Kaya nga pag tayo nag-grow, nakaka-proud eh. Kasi alam natin na nakuha natin yon, talagang hirap.
Yeah.
So I understand na yung tayo, since we're leaning towards quality, yun yung medyo matagal. So ang akin, since mahaba ang proseso, because success isn't parang art siya eh. There's a science of achievement. There's a science para ma-achieve mo, makuha mo yung goal mo. Yes. Pero yung art of fulfillment, iba siya eh. Art yung fulfillment eh. Art yung success eh. Hindi siya kagaya ng goal na science. Na gusto mo mamayat, ito. Gusto mong magkapera, ito. Gusto mo ng dropshipping, ito. Gusto mong gumaling sa pagbebenta, ito. There's a system in place na eh. When it comes to success, magkakaiba kasi tayong tao eh. So, mahaba yung success. Mahaba siya. The art of success is long, but life is short. That is why you have to use the systems involved in achieving goals and have awareness alin dun sa goals na yon yung magbibigay sa'yo ng fulfillment so you can be successful agad because success nga is a journey. That doesn't mean successful ka na ngayon, you cannot be more successful. You can always be more and more and more and more successful. Kaizen. Diba? So, around time, para sa akin bro, yun yung pinakamahalaga. Pera-pera lang. Skills, kaya develop. But time din na maibabalik eh. Ang concept ko ng time, hindi yung mabilis or mabagal eh. Ang concept ko sa time for me is, since time is limited, since time is like pinaka-expensive na currency, saan mo siya gagamitin?
Yeah.
So it's not mabilisan, it's not mabagal or mabilis. It's more on, kailangan mag-isip ako maigi saan ko i-invest yung time ko.
And how can you say that the time that you invested is well invested?
If it's connected to who you really are. If you are investing in your highest truth. Because for me, success is achieving what you want. Achieving the things that you want. But staying true to who you are. Kasi pag nakuha mo yung mga bagay na hindi ka totoo sa sarili mo, hindi ka successful. That is why you will see people who will seem mayaman and successful but still toxic. Those are not successful people. Because successful people, susuportahan niya yung kapwa niya kahit mayaman niya, mahirap yan. Hindi yan man dadown ng tao. And ang taong successful, kaya siya hindi nang dadown kasi buong buo siya regardless sa dami ng hawak niya. Because totoo siya sa sarili niya.
Ganda. Thank you so much for sharing that. Really fantastic stuff that we're learning about your principles. And ang ganda ng mga sinishare mo. I think you're really sharing also like your personal, like these are your truths talaga. And ramdam ko yan. And, definitely they're gonna learn more a lot sa podcast mo. But yeah, so bro, now I wanna ask, because we kind of talk about the principles in a business and all of those things. I wanna ask naman, what is your, if people are starting, okay, sa personal development, what do you think is the number one principle that they need to start working on? Aside from all the things that you shared.
Okay. Para sa akin, isa sa pinaka-importante and based on my own experience, how I wish ito na yung pinaka-una ko natutunan, it's you can always better your best if you give your best every single day. Because pag nagsisimula ka pa lang, especially mga kabataan ngayon, they tend to like save energy as if iPhone sila. Naakala mo, yung energy mo ngayon, dala-dala mo bukas. Hindi na, matutulog ka ngayon eh. Bukas iba ulit eh. It's another day eh. It's another 100% battery. And the problem with most people is, they don't give 100% in things. Parang, kailangan sukat. Diba? Parang, okay, 10% ako sa ganito, 20% ako sa jowa ko, 30% sa nanay ko, whatever. No! You can give 100% to everyone. And doon ma-stretch yung battery life mo, doon mo maiintindihan na energy doesn't work that way. So kaya ako nakarating kung nasan ako ngayon as a speaker, as one of the highest paid ngayon. It's not, inipon ko yung lakas ko eh. Ng 15 years eh. Di ba? It's like,
ang ganda.
Yeah. 15 years, inipon ko yan. 15 years ako mahihain eh. Ganito lang magsalita. Kaya ngayon, ang lakas ng boses ko. Hindi eh. For 15 years, every single day, isa kausap ko, sarili ko kausap ko, ganito ang energy ko bro. I give my all. Like todo. Pag nagve-video ako dati, kasi pag nagpa-practice ako, salamin. Di ba? Kasi hindi naman ako bro, edad ko naman eh, di ba? Hanggang sa nauso yung phone so that hindi ka aware sa itsura mo, nagpa-practice ako phone. Para hindi ko kita sarili ko and then sa ako panonoodin yung video. Yung pala body language ko. Kahit practice bro, todo. Kahit practice, ginagalingan ko. It's because, kung hindi ko gagalingan ngayon, when? Ang thinking kasi hindi dadating yung pera, tas saka kagagaling. Kailangan mong gumaling muna, kailangan mo itodo muna. So kahit isa lang ang kausap mo bro, itodo. Yun yung akin, so todo mo lagi. You wanna learn? You wanna learn fast? Todo mo. Kasi minabasa ka. Try ko kaya. Try ko kaya yun. Being proactive daw. Sabi 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Proactive ako ngayon. Ay, ang pangit, hindi masyado effective. 15 minutes mo pa lang tinatry. Ang baba na energy mo, hindi ka talaga totally proactive. And yet, this generation, the younger generation would say hindi effective. Kasi hindi mo pa tinotodo. Ang mahirap sa iba, hindi nakatodo, hindi full out, and then they will expect results, and then they will declare hindi siya effective. Ang mahirap, magsisirculate yung information. Pinaniniwalaan nila isa't isa.
You better your best.
Yeah.
I love that. Na you expand yourself. Grabe yung metaphor mo na share na. Oo nga no. I didn't look at it that way. Parang sometimes I just look at it na minsan nagkakaroon ako ng extra energy from the source, no? Minsan I look at it that way. But if we're going to talk about it on a physical sense, like our bodies adjust eh.
Exactly.
Diba? So pag nasa-stretch tayo, like right na, parang diba nung bata tayo, or ito isa sa mga natutunan ko about sa tulog. Dati talagang sabi ko, hindi kailangan 8 hours. Okay, nabasa ko kasi 8 hours. Kailangan 8 hours. Tapos tinry ko 7.5. Tapos tinry ko 7. Tapos tinry ko 6.5. Tapos tinry ko 6. It's the same. No? So, your body adjusted. So parang ako, syempre, backed up with research din ako. I'm a big, research guy. So I see na, okay, 6 hours is probably the best optimal hours that you can take for ages, when you're 22 pataas. Okay? Pag siguro tumataas ka na, hindi mo na kailangan ng konti. Di ba? Kasi why yung mga lolo, parang 4 hours na tulog, kaya, di ba? Gising agad. But in my age, in my time right now, like 6 hours is the best. So, nag-tinry ko siya. It's the same as 8 hours. So, sabi ko, bakit ganun? Tapos, na-realize ko na nasi-stretch pala talaga tayo. Nag-a-adjust talaga yung body. And now, akala ko na mauubos yung oras ko for before. Now, I work out. Now, I handle 2, 3, 4 businesses. Now, I still do content creation. I have a lot of people that I'm talking with. I'm building relationships with a lot of people. And when people ask me, saan mo nakuha yung energy mo?
Exactly.
Parang ako, ngayon ko lang naintindihan na, okay, it's because last year, I was stretching myself.
Yeah.
Last year, I was putting in the work. Last year, I was bettering my best. So, kung last year, hindi ko talaga kaya, aminin ko. Pero this year, kaya ko na. Kasi nagawa ko siya. Right?
Exactly. Imagine mo, kung pinahinga mo yung last year mo, di ba? Ano, saan mo sinisave para ngayon?
Yeah.
So, ibig sabihin, kung tinodo mo last year hanggang ngayon ka malakas.
Mm-hmm.
So, ibig sabihin, yung tinotodo mo, ginagamit mo yung katawan mo, you are always giving your best and all, doon ka gagaling, doon ka mas ma-energize.
Mhm.
Like, imagine bro, one speaking engagement, bayaran ka ng 2 million.
Kahit wala pang tulog.
Ngayon mismo on the spot, di ba kahit walang tulog bro, kahit 1 week,
Kahit 1 week walang tulog.
right? And you will still have the energy. Ibig sabihin, kaya. So if your attitude is everyday, ganun yung attitude mo, hindi lang ganun ka-extreme bro. Kasi kung may chance na mamatulog, itutulog mo.
Mhm.
Pero if there's opportunity there, tas hindi mo pinapalampas, kahit ma-skip mo ng konti yung 6 hours, kahit minsan 5 lang, minsan 2 lang, minsan nakakabuo. But it's not just about longing for sleep. It's about, I'm gonna do my best to win every single day. Ang bilis dadating yung 2 million eh.
Mhm.
Ang bilis dadating nun. Ang bilis dadating nung brand deals, nung speaking engagement because yung energy mo, nandun na.
Yeah.
Nandun ka na eh. Na ready ka eh. Na, bigyan nyo sa akin opportunity kahit ngayon mismo yan. Bigyan mo
Ready
ako
ka.
ng whiteboard ngayon, bigyan mo ako ng marker kahit 10 hours tayo mag-usap dito.
Ang ganda. And now that we've touched on it, no, you mentioned na, 2 million, yes. And I think one of the biggest question mark, especially here in the Philippines, is what are the right principles about money? Sobrang daming tao ngayon, they talk about, social media. It's a democratic, platform. Like everyone's talking about money. But for someone who's really earning a good amount of money, what was your principle before
Okay.
that made it work for you?
Earning it is easy eh. Kumbaga, I learned it the hard way. Kasi naging goal lang siya eh. Kumbaga, before, alam mo naman galing ako sa hirap eh.
Mm-mm.
Galing ako sa hirap. So, wala akong ibang nasa isip. Wala akong ibang goal kundi magkapera. Why? Kasi yun yung kailangan. Parang, pag ikaw bro, sagad ka na, dapang-dapa ka na, tapos gusto mo namang lumaban, hindi mo na maiisip yung gutom, hindi mo na maiisip yung pagod, hindi mo na maiisip yung hugot, anong oras ipapalabas si Taguro sa si Eugene. Hindi mo na naiisip mo na lang how can I earn more? And for me, it's just the questions you ask. If you want money, you ask questions around money. You ask yourself questions that will make you solve the solution, that will provide solution to your money problem. Hanggang sa, paano ako magkakapera, kasi kailangan na. Now, nung nagkakapera na ako, I realized there's a system.
Mm.
There's a pattern in earning money. So just like any other thing in this world, ang pagkita ng pera natututunan. And I realized in my experience, kung paano kitain yung piso, ganun din yung 10 million. The difference between 1 peso and 10 million peso is yung 0. At walang value yung 0. Ang may value lang doon yung 1. So the question now is, how will you add zeros to it? So it's the principle where, okay, I earned 10,000 ngayon. How can I double it? The doubles game. How can I double it? How can I double it? How can I double it? Until ma-realize mo, kasi ngayon may tinuturo akong mga principles around money. Like money is a tool. Akala ko before money is everything. No, money is a tool. Just like any other tool in this world, pag ginamit mo ng tama, maganda kakalabasan. Like for example, camera. It is a tool.
Mm-hmm.
So pag pinanghampas mo yan, ang mahal na martilyo niyan, di ba? Tama ba? So nasayang yung pera mo. Hindi mo nagamit yung value ng tool. Pero yung camera, gamitin natin for this podcast to create content. Maraming value na makikreate.
Mm-hmm.
Martilyo, ipokpok mo sa katabi mo. Di ba? Bukol, ospital, gastos. Martilyo plus pako, gamitin mo ng tama, may table tayo.
Mm-hmm.
So, any tool, gamitin ng tama, maganda yung magiging resulta. It will create more and more and more value. Pera, gamitin mo ng tama, it will create more and more and more value. Another thing, you have to build a good relationship with money.
Yeah.
Ang pera parang karelasyon.
Mm-hmm.
Ayaw niya ng boring.
Mm.
Tago mo sa bahay, iwan ka niyan.
Mm. Wow.
Diba? Ang pera, tago mo lang. Money likes adventure. Money likes adventure. So if, tapos ang pera, ayaw niya na sinasakal siya. Basta bro, ang principle ko sa pera, ang pera, it's like a high value girlfriend, bro.
Mm-hmm.
kailangan mo siya i-value, kailangan mo siya i-appreciate, pero kailangan mo siyang, alam mo yun ba, hindi ka pwedeng toxic sa kanya.
Mm-mm.
Halimbawa, example bro nakakatawa
Ang ganda,
to.
sorry, ang ganda talaga. Oh yeah, sige.
Halimbawa, pakakawalan mo muna siya.
Mm.
Diba, halimbawa, mahal na mahal mo, high value, may tiwala ka sa kanya.
Mhm.
Alam mo, uuwi siya eh.
Mhm.
Alam mo, babalik siya eh. So, ganun din si pera. Okay, pera ha. Gagamitin muna kita sa tama. Magsa-self-love ako ngayon. Magbi-beach ako. Magpapamassage ako. I will use you to make me happy. So ngayon, pinakawalan mo yung pera ng masaya na may trust. Nag-surrender ka lang. At some point, ano nasa isip ni pera? Ayos to si boss ah. Ayos to. So may mamimit siyang mga kapwa pera.
Mhm.
Magre-recruit yan. Mga pera, ito okay tong boss na to. Masaya gumastos to eh.
Aha.
Hindi tayo tinatago nito sa wallet. Hindi tayo nakatago lang sa bangko. Guys, pag ito boss natin, to kasama natin, lagi tayong ginagastos. Balik tayo doon.
Mhm.
So tumalaki yung cash flow mo. Ang gusto ng pera, may movement, may adventure, kasi money is also energy.
Mhm.
If you understand those principles, bro, hindi ka nagko-compute magkano yung bill ko. Hindi ka toxic, hindi ka nag-anxiety, hindi ka nagwo-worry na paano yung bill, hindi babalik yan. Iikot yan, just use it properly, iikot yan sa'yo.
Mhm.
Just use it properly. Just like any other tool, use it properly. And use it happy. Dapat masaya ka. Bro, yun yung prinsipyo, parang, ewan ko bro, para siyang, again, girlfriend.
Mm-mm.
Para siyang karelasyon. Na,
Yeah.
babalik ka sa akin, ha?
Pagbalik
mo, mas marami na kayo, ha?
Ang ganda lang, hindi ko nakita yung magyaya siya ng friends. Wait, oo nga, no? Ang ganda, kasi now I'm really learning about the principles of money, and I totally agree na it's really about how is your relationship with money is. Na parang, kung, kung takot ka, kung pangit ng relationship mo sa pera, no, pag inisip mo na problema yan, or may takot dyan, matatakot din sa'yo yung pera. Na parang, magdahil dyan, nakakatakot yan. Diba? Ganun yung area, ganun yung energy na nabibigay mo sa pera. But, if you take care of it, like even as simple as taking a good look at your wallet,
Yeah.
no? Maganda ba yung bahay ng pera mo?
Yeah.
No? Ang ganda nung, di ba? Ayaw mo naman na kunyari jowa mo, tapos pinatira, ang ganda-ganda ng girlfriend mo, di ba? Tapos pinatira mo sa pinagtagpi-tagping sira-sira na ayaw mo mangyari yun. So it's really about looking at money as a tool that you need to build a healthy relationship with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing that. I love it. And maybe some of the few things that I want to share with you, because we touch a lot of principles here, and I'm sure punong-puno rin ating mga audience. One thing that I want to go back is one thing that you said earlier about success is a science, okay, but fulfillment is an art, okay.
Achievement is a science.
Achievement is a science. Success and fulfillment is an art, okay. What's your principle around fulfillment and living a life well lived?
Wow. The fun part about fulfillment is when you start, you don't know it yet. While you are in the journey, you are trying to discover what will give you the fulfillment. And then ang nakakatawa dito, the exciting part about, that's why it's an art. Because pwedeng ang saya-saya mo ngayon. Sobrang saya mo, akala mo yun na. Tapos meron pa pala. And as you move along, meron kang mai-experience na mga bagay na sobrang bigat. Na akala mo, teka, ang layo ko na. Teka, okay naman ako ah. Teka, tama naman yung ginagawa ko. Bakit sobrang bigat ngayon? And then, may experience mo yung polarity ng mundo na dadaan ka talaga doon. And then, pagbalik mo doon sa part na okay, na may fulfillment na ulit, now you will understand it from a brighter perspective na yung dating nagbibigay sa akin ng fulfillment, parang mas mataas yung meaning niya sa akin ngayon. Na parang, life will always give you lessons. And life will always challenge you at the same time, but life will give you lessons. So for me, fulfillment is an art mainly because you really have to spend time in diving in yung mga bagay na nagbibigay sa'yo ng fulfillment. One example, mahal ko yung lola ko, dating katulong. Nakwento ko yun, di ba? Dating katulong si lola, mahal na mahal ko siya. We wanna make her happy. And I thought I know the meaning of happiness for her. I thought I know that already. So, bila ako ng bag, bila ako ng ganito. Tapos lagi siyang galit. Laging, ano ba yung ginabigyan na naman? So, araw-araw ganun, to the point na sobrang toxic na naiinis na ako. Honestly, naiinis na ako. But lagi na lang sa lola nakasigaw, ginagawa ko naman yung best ko. So, hindi mo naiintindihan, hindi ko pa naiintindihan saan siya galing. Hindi ko pa naiintindihan saan siya galing, anong pinanggagalingan niya, bakit ganun. Well, in reality, it's all love. Until I lost her. We lost her. So, yung bagay na kinaiinis ko dati na si lola, laging galit, namimiss ko na siya. Tapos napag-uusapan naman, sana may naninita sa atin ngayon, no? Napag-uusapan namin ni mama, sana may nagagalit sa atin ngayon, no? Tara nga, labas nga tayo. Pag uwi natin, magpanggap tayong galit si lola. And now we are seeing it from a brighter perspective na yung palang galit na lola pagmamahal. Kasi nag-aalala siya that I'm working really hard. That I'm trying to pursue my goals and dreams and hindi ko nakikita sa sarili kong mukha na pala akong pagod. And then na-realize ko na pagod na pala ako. And that's value and that's wisdom from my lola. Because I should have, dapat nagtiwala ako sa kanya na siguro may message yung galit niya. So it's an art. Na-realize ko lang yung fulfillment na yon, yung value na yon ni lola nung wala na siya. Kaya it's really thrilling. And it's beautiful.
Yeah.
But also risky at the same time.
Yeah.
So, whenever you play around fulfillment and appreciation, bro, marirealize mo bigla, mas mahirap tong side na to. Kaysa pera. Kasi ang dali kumita ng pera, bro. Pera pinakamadali sa lahat. Ano mahirap yung essence, yung character, yung relationships, yung ano ba talaga yung totoong value nun. Diba?
Ang ganda. It's so beautiful. Thank you for sharing that story with us. Napareflect talaga ako sa buhay ko. And just to hear your words, it's super, super thankful that you dropped by and you accepted this invitation to be on the show once again. You really inspire me, brother. I always tell you that every time I see your posts, I still watch them, no? And to see this side of you learning that side, no? I think now you're in that stage, no? Maybe some of our listeners right here are still in that, struggling to kind of learning what success is. But there's more to life than that, and that's the most beautiful thing around it.
Yeah.
That you get to see it in the different stages of your life, but hopefully we don't miss out the fun and the beauty in creating that.
Exactly.
That part of our lives. So yeah, again, maraming salamat sa pagpunta dito. I have learned a lot. Definitely looking forward to hearing more of your principles on your podcast. And please go ahead, invite all of our listeners right now. If they want to learn more about you and your podcast, go ahead and invite them.
Guys, we are dedicated to create a lot of value for you, no? Every single day, I'm thinking about ano kayang episode, anong susunod na episode, because I'm taking podcast seriously now. Nag-message ako kay Alex, sabi ko, bro, seryosohin ko na talaga to, no? So, please visit us. It's Principles by MJ Lopez. Hanapin nyo kami sa Spotify and also nasa YouTube tayo if gusto nyo akong makita na nagsusulat. Nasa whiteboard. Although, Spotify may video.
Yeah, meron na
Spotify may video. So guys, nag-e-effort kami doon. Tandaan nyo, 3 angles pa yun, ha? Meron pang naka-zoom sa sulat ko. Kasi, na-notice ko, bro, gusto na lang nagsusulat eh. Gusto na lang may tunog yung whiteboard. I don't know why, but they like it. Yung my audience, mas mataas yung view pag nagsusulat ako sa rinig na yung sulat. So, again, check us out. It's Principles by MJ Lopez and we are dedicated to create value and principles around leadership, mindset, skill set, and success principles, again, that you can use to manifest and create the life that you want.
Yes, do not miss out on the hottest and the fastest growing personal development show, program, podcast in the Philippines right now. So go ahead, check out Principles by MJ Lopez. And trust me, guys, if you want to see high quality, professionally edited, crafted, produced content, go ahead and check out his podcast, Principles by MJ Lopez. And MJ, thank you, brother.
Of course.
It's been a pleasure,
Thank you,
and
man.
it will always be my honor that you're visiting the podcast every once in a while. Thank you, thank you so much.
Happy to be here.
And yeah, if you like this episode, go ahead and check out the other episodes, and do not forget to share this on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter. Itag nyo po kami at Alec Cuenca and at MJ Lopez. You can find him everywhere. And please share this with the people that you love. If you enjoy this episode, please also give this a 5-star rating and give it a follow if you like. Kung makita nyo man to sa iba, just click the like, comment. I think there's a lot of new features happening right now on Spotify. Please check it out. Let us know what you think about the episode. And again, thank you so much. I am just loving every single one of you who keeps on sharing the podcast. You are the reason why the podcast keeps on growing. Thank you so much. My name is Alec Cuenca. This is Small Talk, Small Conversations with Huge Impact. Now exclusively on Spotify, powered by Anchor. And I will see you guys next episode. Peace.
The views and opinions expressed by the podcast creators, hosts, and guests do not necessarily reflect the official policy and position of Podcast Network Asia, the hosts of the program, or other programs of the network. Any content provided by the people on the podcast are of their own opinion and are not intended to malign any religion, ethnic group, club, organization, company, individual, or anyone or anything.